Good day, you're watching Satluj News. I'm Angus Scott in London. January to March 2023 was the deadliest first quarter for central Mediterranean migrants since 2017, the United Nations said Wednesday, with 441 lives lost as crossings to Europe soar. The UN's International Organisation for Migration said delays in state-led search and rescue, that's SAR operations, played a part in several fatal incidents in the perilous sea crossing from North Africa. And the IOM said the 441 known deaths in the first 3 months of the year was likely an underestimate of the true number. The IOM said delays in rescues were a factor in at least 6 incidents so far this year, leading to the deaths of at least 127 people. The complete absence of response to a 7th case claimed the lives of at least 73 migrants, it said in a statement, adding that non-governmental organisations' SAR efforts have markedly diminished in recent months. The UN agency's Missing Migrants project is also investigating several cases in which boats were reported missing, where there are no records of survivors, no remains and no SAR operations. The fates of more than 300 people aboard these vessels remain unclear, the organisation said at the time. The IOM said that over the Easter weekend alone, 3,000 more migrants reached Italy. Numbers of boat landings have surged this year, with almost 32,000 migrants arriving on Italy's shores since January. That's according to Interior Ministry figures, compared to 8,000 over the same period in 2022. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's government, which took office in October, promising to end mass migration, late Tuesday declared a 6-month state of emergency on immigration, and then they announced an allocation of an additional €5 million to managing this issue. Meloni, the Italian government, said this would enable more effective and timely responses, including providing better reception and processing facilities. But critics said the measure, used more than 120 times in the last decade, normally for natural disasters, disguises a lack of a proper migrant strategy. The European Union's border agency, Frontex, said the number of first-quarter irregular border crossings on the central Mediterranean route was nearly 28,000. That was triple the number in the first 3 months of 2022. The route accounts for more than half of all irregular border crossings into the EU, with the largest number of migrants originally coming from Ivory Coast, Guinea and Pakistan. The IOM said the situation in the central Mediterranean reinforced the need for predictable state-led search and rescue, putting an end to the ad hoc response since the end of the Italian Navy's Operation Mare Nostrum in 2014. Countries need to support the life-saving efforts of NGOs and end the criminalisation, the obstruction and the deterrence of those who do come to the rescue, the IOM said. The agency also called for tougher action to dismantle criminal smuggling networks and to prosecute those responsible for profiting from the desperation of migrants and refugees by facilitating dangerous journeys, they said. Even as the IOM released its findings, the Tunisian Coast Guard announced that 10 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa had drowned in the Mediterranean in a shipwreck on Tuesday. 72 migrants were rescued at the time. You're watching Satluj News, and if you have any opinions on this story, or indeed on any of our other stories, why not get in touch with us and let us know? We do welcome all your comments and opinions, however diverse, and we'll broadcast the best of them in a special show. So why not drop us a message at message@satlujtv.com and let us know your opinions. I'm Angus Scott in London. We'll see you next time.
Life is not scripted, never foretold. No matter what happens and where it happens, open your eyes and read between the lines, and never stop asking questions or wanting to know more. Discover the unknown. Hear the human story. Be impartial. Be courageous. Find the untold story. and keep the pioneering spirit alive. Committed to truth. Satluj Network. Let the truth flow.